Ladies and gentlemen, you know this is going to be a professionally made little snack because I'm sitting in this outdoor armchair. So you know that we mean business. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a mozzie on my ankle. Who wants to be my dedicated mozzie slapper? It's mozzie season here in Italy now, and I can dish out a little bit of money a week to pay someone an allowance to just sit next to me and just slap my body whilst I'm filming these. Who wants it? Who wants that job? 10.99. Today I would like to talk about this place. Shakespeare's Globe. You guys already knew. It was a matter of time before it was coming. I'm English. I got to talk about Shakespeare and I got to talk about the Globe. I'm not going to talk about Shakespeare in this snack. That's common. But I would like to talk about my experiences at the Globe. So, not many people actually know this, and I feel like internationally it's not public knowledge, but like in England we know that the Globe isn't the real Globe. This is like the fourth Globe. The Globe got like burnt down like twice and destroyed once or something. So like this is the third or fourth Globe. And a lot of people don't know that. And no, it doesn't take away from the experience, right? It's in the exact same place. It's got the exact same foundations. It's just obviously the building is kind of like a recreation. But it's rebuilt in the same way, like the same techniques, the same materials. So it's a very authentic experience. But yes, the Globe that we have and the Globe that people know is not the real Globe. It is like the third or fourth Globe. The Globe is a 10 out of 10 experience. If you guys are theatre fanatics and you guys are visiting England and you don't intend to watch a show at the Globe, what are you doing? What are you doing? And they host a lot. They host a lot more shows than just Shakespearean shows, right? Which again, a lot of people don't know. You know, yes, I think I've been there 3 or 4 times to see 3 or 4 shows at the Globe. Yes, I've seen Shakespearean plays there, which are obviously fantastic. Typically, they're all classical pieces that are performed there. But probably the best show that I've seen at the Globe was the Oresteia, which I went with my mother when I was 15, maybe 16, something like that. And still to this day, it was one of the best performances I've ever seen, regardless of being at the Globe. But obviously the Globe just adds so much more to it, you know? Like, that's just a really cool, authentic, unique experience that any theatre lover would just bask in, you know? Like, that was a huge... I remember when, like, growing up, obviously, like, I knew about the Globe, and I knew it was close. It was probably the closest thing to me that was such, like, a bucket list item for me, because what actor doesn't want to go to the Globe? And then I started going, and I was like, oh... You know, like, I'm going to keep going, like, why wouldn't I, you know, and so I did several times. But the Globe, man, is really cool. I mean, for those of you who don't know, you know, it's open air, amphitheater style, really, really cool old architecture, wooden architecture. But one of the biggest reasons that I'm making this snack is I want to bring this education to somebody, and this is going to help someone. I know it is. So you can purchase at the Globe like standing seats, right? Like you know, in the mosh pit, so to speak, you guys can have standing tickets to stand in front of the stage, or you can have, you know, like mezzanine tickets and stuff, and like have seats and whatnot. The seat tickets are expensive, and the standing tickets are relatively affordable. Unless you have bad legs and bad knees, do not buy the seated tickets. I think I went standing once and I went seated 2 or 3 times. I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 times I went. Because they're old style, Shakespearean seats, they're on benches, like old wooden benches, and they give you a pillow to sit on because they're wooden and uncomfortable. But the the back of the seat is like this, so the seat looks kind of like that. And so when you're sitting in the seat, it's putting you in this awkward leaning forward position. I think I would just rather stand up, and this is my 2 cents. I have stood up before. When I did stand up, I was much younger, and I don't really remember that experience. But now that I'm an adult, and I remember the seated experience, I think that I would prefer to stand. So that's on you guys. Decide, amongst yourselves whether or not that's worth it. It's not as bad as I'm saying it is, but obviously when you're sitting through a 2-3 hour performance, sitting like this is a little bit uncomfortable. So I'd say only get it if you doubt your legs, or I guess your lower back. I don't know. Other than that, probably just stand, and you're much closer to the action when you stand, which would be really, really, really cool. The Globe, 10 out of 10 experience. Honestly, good enough to go to England just for it. So if you're interested in it, book that trip. And I know a lot of companies actually do like theatrical bundles. When you book like a holiday bundle, the Globe can be included on that, and you can take a tour there, you can watch a play there, and if you can't make it out there, even go and look at the Royal Theatre Company or whatever it is that, or the National Theatre, I think it is, that do performances and have filmed films in the Globe, which are fantastic, and do gain that experience, with Patrick Stewart, whole bunch of people. Go check out the Globe.
Tasty.